Hello everybody, it's really exciting to be able to present to you two new running shoe models we have, and here today I'm going to talk to you about the Cyklon. Now this is a shoe dedicated for mid-long distances, and we really put a big focus on this shoe to really perform well over rough and technical terrain. So it's really our go anywhere mountain running shoe. So today we continue our collaboration with BOA, and we started this initially with the VK shoe called the VK BOA, and here on the Cyklon this has continued here, and we've developed an optimized fit to give the really precise and comfortable foothold. So diving straight into the upper of the shoe, you can see here it's a very innovative design, and here we continue our collaboration with BOA, and we've worked together to develop what we call the dynamic cage. Now how this works is pretty interesting. So we have 3 panels. We have one here on the lateral side, also reinforced to give an extra stability element to the shoe to prevent rolling on the shoe. And we have 2 panels on the medial or the inside of the shoe. Now how it works is 2 of the panels are static, which means they don't stretch. And one of the panels on the inside here in yellow on this shoe is elastic. Now what it gives us is a real benefit in terms of a really precise and close foothold. But the elastic panel here allows adjustability, and that's really important because we need to be comfortable in the shoe, and when you run your foot expands, and then when you get cold it contracts. So we need to allow some movement for the foot to expand and contract, and so what we have as a result is a very good foothold but a very comfortable shoe. So looking at the inside of the shoe, you can see on the panels here we have windows in the shoe, and this is to enhance the breathability, also very important in our running shoe. Here at La Sportiva, we take inspiration from our existing products, and we use here a spiral tongue. So what it does is it's fixed on one side and wraps over the top of the foot, and is very comfortable, seamless in construction. And here it's combined with a gaiter. And the gaiter is a very flexible element. It actually molds around the contours of your foot. It's elasticated, and it stops debris, stones, mud getting into the top of the shoe. So to slip inside the shoe, you hook your fingers here at the back and you pull here at the front. And because it's elasticated, your foot slides easily into the shoe. So looking at the upper materials on the Cyklon, we use a sandwich mesh construction, comfort layer on the inside, and a high abrasion resistant layer here on the outside. You can also see protective layers here added, a TPU film material which is welded, and this provides great protection from the toughest running situations. So you can also see here a TPU film element, and this provides really great protection from rocks and stones when you're running on difficult and mountainous terrain. Overall, we have a seamless construction, and inside the shoe it slips on and there's no stitching to cause rubbing or abrasion, and makes it a very comfortable shoe. The footbed liner we have is our ergonomic mountain running footbed, and it's 4 millimeters in thickness. Looking at the toe section of the shoe, we have a TPU toe guard, so it gives good protection for your toes. Moving around to the back of the shoe, we also incorporate a heel counter, and again it gives a great stability for the shoe. So overall the upper is really working hard to keep your foot in place and give you the most confidence on even the most difficult and gnarly technical downhill running sections. So now let's look at the midsole and outsole of the Cyklon. It's a single density injection molded EVA. We also incorporate a stability element into that, and that works by stopping the rolling motion, and it also works underneath the shoe to make sure that the shoe flexes more in the forefoot of the shoe and not so much in the middle of the shoe, and also helps with as an anti-torsional element to stop the twisting movement. So the Cyklon also incorporates flex lines molded into the EVA, and so we want, as always, that the shoe flexes in the forefoot, very important for our uphill running sections. So now let's look at the bottom of the shoe, and you can see the outsole here. We use our friction white rubber material, and you can see immediately we have a really aggressive lug pattern at 7 millimeters in depth. It's inspired by existing shoes in our range, but here it's a brand new design, and it allows us also to integrate the AT metal spikes that screw into the bottom of the shoe and gives much greater choice over where you would like to put those spikes into the shoe. So now let's look at some of the specifications on this shoe. We start with a stack height at the front, starting with 19.5 millimeters at the front, and moving to the rear section at 27.5 millimeters. So that gives us an overall drop of 8 millimeters on the Cyklon. Now let's talk about the weight of the Cyklon. At size 42, it comes in at 330 grams, and in size 38, it's 270 grams. Sizes we offer for the Cyklon, we start with the men's versions at size 38, moving up to size 47.5. With the women's, we have 36 to 43. Now let's look at the colors we can offer on the Cyklon. I'm holding here in my hands the black-yellow version. We also have neon goji for men. In the women's versions, we have hibiscus Malibu blue, and we have mineral ink. So thanks a lot for your attention, and I hope you really enjoy your running.